Today, I'm going to talk about the 5 common mistakes I see new dashers make in today's market. And if you stay to the end of the video, I'll give you my #1 money-making app that I use to crush the game in my market. Stay tuned. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, AD, back at it with another one. Welcome back to the channel, Miles and Money, where we talk about everything Miles and Money. Subscribe and hit the like button below, because I already know you're going to like this. Now, let's get into the video. At #1, first on the list, is picking the right time to work. This is an issue that I see a lot of new DoorDashers make. They get on the apps at weird times, trying to start working like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or whenever they feel like it's right to go on to work. I mean, you can do that. It is an app where you can, as long as it's busy, you can get on and work whenever you want. But if you're trying to make money, that's not how you need to work it. A lot of drivers make that mistake. You need to work it in the peak hours in your market. So not even in your market, just in general. Breakfast time, lunchtime, dinner time. Those are the most busiest time on any of these apps, period. So that's obviously, you know, anywhere from 7 to 9 or 10, 11 to about 2, and 5 to 9. Working those hours, you'll make a lot more money not working those hours. I'm telling you, it's crazy when you think, okay, you know, you want to just go out. It might be 9:30, 10 o'clock. I mean, you can work whenever you want. The advice I'm giving is just the mistakes that I see drivers make, and this is one of them. And just correct the timing. That's it. All you got to do is work peak hours. Work breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's it. Those who you like to work overnight, you can do that too. But again, if you want to make money, try working breakfast 7 to about 10, lunch 11 to 2, dinner 5 to 9. Some markets pick up after 9. However it is in your market, that's how you should work it. Okay, the next mistake I see drivers make is acceptance completion rating. Now, I know it's going to be some controversy behind this one, but the acceptance rating does not matter. I repeat, the acceptance rating does not matter unless you're trying to hit the tier systems. If you're trying to hit the tier systems, obviously you got to hit certain parameters to be able to get into the program. But for the most part, if you're thinking that you're going to be deactivated by not accepting orders, you won't. That's the biggest misconception I hear all the time. Folks telling you need to accept all. No, you do not have to accept all the orders. You are an independent contractor. Every job that's sent to your app is a contract. You don't have to accept that contract. I know it looks like it's just an order, but it's a contract. If the contract doesn't fit what you like to accept, don't take it. Period. You do not have to accept every order, but you do have to be aware of completion. Now, completion, if you accept an order, I would say to complete it. If you accept an order by mistake, then unassign it. Obviously, I would keep, especially on DoorDash, keep the threshold. I think the threshold is 90%. If you go below under 90% with completing orders, you can be deactivated. So I would stay above 90% when it comes to unassigning orders. If you're, you know, getting orders by, because it happens a lot with Uber. Uber, you know, that bling, the apps, not even apps, the jobs just pop up on your screen. You hit it by accident and you got a job, but you didn't accept the job, so unassign it. I would say do not worry so much about accepting, but completion. If you are if you're taking these orders, complete them. But accepting, you don't have to accept every order. That is the biggest misconception that a lot of drivers hear. You don't have to accept every order, okay? If the order doesn't make sense for you, do not take it. And what I mean by it makes sense, $2 orders, $1 orders, do not take those orders, please. Do not take those orders. Let them put it back into the algorithm and let them add more money to it, because we can't make no money off of $2. So low orders, do not accept those orders. Do not accept every order. You're in this to make money, so make money. The next common mistake I see Dashers make, and number 3, dollar cost per mile. The dollar ratio. This is another common mistake I see Dashers make. A lot of new Dashers just take any job. They don't know how to base their jobs on the amount they're making and the distance that they're traveling. And that's how you make money, if you're able to learn the dollar ratio, right? So that's getting paid $1 from the restaurant and $1 after drop off. So you want to stay in those areas. So for an example, you get an order at a restaurant and the pay is $10, 5 miles. So that job is actually paying $1 from the restaurant and then $1 from the drop-off location back to wherever you're trying to go. So it's a $2 per mile job right there. So that's actually pretty good. Some markets, you're not gonna get that kind of wide margin, but if you can get that, that's absolutely great. But for the most part, I try to stay within $1 per mile. Some markets are better. In my market, that's what I try to stay in. Sometimes I may take orders that are a little less than that, depending on the flow of work that day, but I tend to stay at $1 per mile. And I feel like that is a mistake that most Dashers don't even understand. They don't even understand that, to stay in that parameter. So there's a tip for you to fix that issue. Just add that to your daily route, and I guarantee you'll start to make more money. You will increase your earnings if you just change that and you stay within $1 per mile. At number 4, another common mistake I see Dashers make is multi-apping. Now, I don't mean multi-apping is bad at all, but new Dashers or anybody new to this industry, I get it. These apps sometimes are horrible on their own. They're super slow. A lot of times the tips aren't good enough. They're not high enough. So, we tend to multi-app. And when you're new, multi-apping can be a problem, especially if you don't understand how multi-apping is supposed to work. When you're multi-apping, all you're trying to do is stack orders so you can make more money per hour and less sitting around time. But the issue is when you multi-app and you're taking orders going in opposite directions, that can cause a problem, a huge problem. So this is a common mistake that I see. New Dashers or just new gig workers make a mistake with this when multi-apping. When you're multi-apping, make sure you're taking the orders that are going in the same direction or close to the same direction. Don't just take any order because it looks good. Do not do that, because not only is the customer's orders coming late, food going to be cold and soggy, but you may get deactivated by taking longer times to deliver. So the way that you fix that, like I stated, is just take orders that are going in the same direction when you're working on multiple apps. I would say maybe anywhere like 2 to 3 miles in the same area. I feel like you should be okay. But I would take a couple first to see if you can get the hang of things, and then I would take it from there. But just try to take orders that are going in the same direction. And the last common mistake I see Dashers make is shop orders. I don't mean shop orders are bad. I mean doing shop orders with a lot of items. Now, them shop orders, when they brought it out to the markets, was a blessing and curse, because shop orders tend to bring more money depending on the market, but it also allowed customers to just put as many items as they wanted and to tip you as low as they wanted. So we're out here doing these orders. We're taking 30, 45 minutes, an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours on end shopping for one order. You can't make money doing that. If you're doing shop orders, try to do shop orders with the least amount of items. I would say anything under 30 items, and try to learn the layout of the stores. At least for myself, I know learning the layout of the stores makes it so much easier for me. So much easier when I do these shop orders. So much. I go in there, do a couple like low item shop orders, walk around the store, figure out where everything is. So now when it's time to accept the shop orders that have more items, I'm able to just go in there and knock these out. So I mean, I wouldn't say don't take any shop orders, because depending on what market you're in, them shop orders can be a great money maker. But I just wouldn't do shop orders that take a lot of items, that requires a lot of your time, because in this industry, time is money, and we ain't making money if we sitting around. So the more deliveries that we're making, the more money we're making. And that's the motto that I go by, and that's the motto that I stick by. Now, for those who stayed to the end of the video, thank you. But you ain't stay for the thank you. You stayed to know what app I use to make the most money. The app I use to make the most money is Spark. Spark has been a game changer these last 2 weeks. I think it's because of tax time, to be quite honest. People are spending a little bit more dinero. So Spark has just been great. I've been getting bigger batches. So I've just been mainly focusing on Spark, and obviously doing DoorDash and Uber Eats as my apps that I use to multi-app, but Spark has been great. So if you have Spark in your market, or if Spark is doing well, download it. Try download it and see how it is for you. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for coming to the channel. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. It is your boy AD signing out. Until next time, peace out.